we are doing whatever it takes. It's about giving your all. From the players on the field to the members in the stands. Do whatever it takes. Call 1300 GO Bombers.
Joined on Bomber TV by new development and welfare coach Paul Corrigan. How have you fitted in since you've joined the club, Paul?
Yeah, well, it's only been about a month now, so I've really enjoyed my time here so far, just learning, new stuff every single day, and it's been fantastic. So, yeah, loving it.
Can you take us through what your role's going to be?
Yeah, look, my role is purely in development, and that'll probably predominantly with the first to third year players, and I guess upskilling them and progressing their development as quick as we can so they can become good AFL footballers one day, but also having a role with defence side of things as well with Sean Wellman, working with him and his defenders as well. So that'll give me an insight into VFL as well and running the defence on match days as well.
You've had an interesting journey. You had a small AFL career in terms of games, probably not years, but then you moved on to a few different coaching roles and most recently at South Barwon. Can you take us through sort of what you've been and how your experiences have got you to here?
Yeah, well, it was in the AFL system from end of 96 to probably 2001 with Geelong and played 50-odd games there. And then after that I sort of had a stint in A-grade amateurs in Melbourne with Old Haileybury, sort of assistant coached and played there for about 4 years, and most recently with South Barwon for the last 6 years. Been coaching there, co-coaching there as well as a player. In the last 2 years I've actually been in charge, director of football, and overseeing the whole junior program coming through into the sort of senior program as well as overseeing the coaches and assistant coaches as well.
Pretty successful time. You've won a few premierships along the way. What do you put that down to? And obviously working with a lot of young kids, you say that was one of your strengths?
Yeah, I do. I think we've been able to build a strong junior development program with a lot of people there at South Barwon. We've also been really big on the culture that we've developed within South Barwon as well. So that was probably the big area with the players that we were actually bringing into the club, that they had to fit into our club. They were there for the right reasons. And we went through extensive interviews with a lot of these players to make sure that with they were coming on board, they were there not just to put out their hand, but they were there for the right reasons. And I think over the years we've been able to establish, a group of players and young kids given the opportunity, year in, year out to come through as well. So it holds stead for, a strong environment for a football club. And it's sort of, I guess, once you develop that, successful club environment and a good culture, that people sort of come knocking on your door.
Can you take us through the welfare side of your role and what that will entail and how important, I guess, that is in AFL these days?
Yeah, it's probably, working with Ash Brown as well. Obviously, he'll head up that as well. But, basically just, I guess, being, a bit of a mentor for these younger guys that are coming through the club as well, making sure that, they've got some stuff set up off the field as well. I mean, footy can become pretty daunting and, it can sort of live your life a little bit, but it's, it can last 2 years, it can last 10 years. So it's really important that these guys establish, a career off the field as well and have something to fall back on.
And a month here now, who are some guys that have really stood out to you and impressed you since you've joined?
I think just the club in general has really impressed me and the way they go about it. You obviously look at, your older players, your Joe Watsons and your Brendan Goddard, who's even come into the club as well, and the way, he's come in and shown his leadership qualities. But even the young kids that have come in, all the draftees that we've picked up just are great kids, really want to learn. And I think when you look at, the guys that have been here for a few years as well, it's a club that there's no segregation between, the oldest and youngest. Everyone gets along, and I think that's what makes, a really good footy club.
Thanks for your time, Paul.
No worries, thank you.